Welcome back, everyone. This is Levantine Leviathan, and I'm back with some more content, CK3 content, especially around Northern Lords. So for people who actually were able to follow the last episode, you'd already know this, but I'd like to recap it a little bit for people who are tuning in for the first time. So what I'm aiming for is elevating the Kingdom of Mann and the Isles. That's the first objective, having started as a count here in Iceland. So this is one of the most powerful kingdoms, or arguably one of the most powerful kingdoms in the game. As you can see here, I went over the aspects of this kingdom and why it's so great in the last or previous episode. But if you're interested, just take a pause and read this very carefully. But this is exactly the biggest thing about it, is that you get building slots, additional building slots, and you get the Stolen City perk, which means that building construction time is minus 200 and building construction cost is minus 50%. This is just amazing. And so then with that, I hope to go and do this very hard achievement, supposedly kingdom or king of all the isles, so every single island that exists in the seas here. And so everywhere from the Mediterranean to the Atlantic and to the North Atlantic and the North Sea, and every island that you can see here, so including this here. So it's going to be a long, probably a longer series, but it's going to be very easy to pull off, I think. And so again, to be able to do that, my character needs to be a Viking. He needs to develop the Viking trait and needs to be exalted among men, and he needs to have the Duchy of Mann, which I created. So he's, in fact, let me make it the primary Jarldom, I think, just in case. Right, so this is where my capital stands, but just in case, so I don't lose it in case there's a succession crisis of some sort. And I do have a son, but he's not the heir. I had to disinherit him for this amazing grandson that I've been propping up. He's, he has the congenital trait of intelligent. He is also a flamboyant trickster. He is calm, patient, and cynical. So he's not bad at all. And as you can see here, he has the prowess. And so hopefully now that he has a county himself, he's actually stationed here. He could go on raiding campaigns and perhaps get the Viking trait himself. Otherwise, I'm going to have to do it with him. Now, I need to be exalted among men and Viking to be able to elevate the Kingdom of Mann. But it doesn't look like it's going to happen with this guy. I mean, maybe, who knows, he might live long enough. I didn't invest in, the health perks, so he's 69 right now. He could die any moment, but it'd be cool if I could get it with him. We'll see. But in any case, this is a kind of longer campaign, so it doesn't have to happen right away. But the quicker the better, because of the amazing perks. And so here, bring me bounteous plunder rather. And so I'm gonna kind of devastate, Ireland for the time being. What are we at? We got 176 limit cap, and we're far away from it still. The inland is very small in terms of the money you can make off of it, or the loot. So, well, we'll take what we can. And then you can clearly, people have been looting around here. I mean, this is an area that is completely devastated by people like us, right? So tribal Norse savages. So my daughter Girder has been given birth to a son. Okay, well, cool. He's of the dynasty, so awesome. I made her marry matrilineally. In fact, hold on a second. Some of my daughters can be married. So they are them. We already have an alliance with them, but why not this marriage here too? Right? Well, good kind of descendants with good congenital traits. I'm personally not marrying my character because I don't want him to have more sons. I had to disinherit the sons to prop up The grandson. Why the grandson? Well, because I had already, before I had a son, I was propping him up and giving him holdings. Oh, this is perfect here. I was giving him holdings, so that is why I'm not gonna trade here. That is why I decided to keep my grandson as the heir, since, you know, his uncle, which is my son, would be contending with him, you know, so because I'd just rather take everything, right, as a grandson. So I only have one vassal, by the way, and that's my grandson. It's pretty neat. He's a powerful vassal. Okay, so alright, how much money did we brought back 120 gold. That's awesome. And we need 2,000 to be able to get the Kingdom of Mann, but again, I doubt it. Upon returning from a successful raid, every good Norseman knows to sacrifice a little of their gains to the gods. Every good Norse, except Chieftain Bui. That is, as the rest of us divide the spoils, or divide up the spoils, boasting of our best pieces and discussing which we'll give in thanks for good fortune and fair winds, I noticed that he remained silent. Upon confronting the man, he even admits it. I saw no hand of the gods in our raid. My Jarl, only my own hands doing my own work. My share is for me. What a blasphemous person. Good idea. Every little helps. Let's see. Call him out for blasphemy. Oh, we got 100 piety. Not that not that it does much, but let's see what we can do. There's nothing we can do here. Have realm embrace local traditions? No, absolutely not. We cannot actually lose our culture, because part of the achievement I'm going for means, or actually requires, that you remain North Germanic Asatruan of any kind, so we're not changing any of that. But let's see, is there something we can do? We can perhaps, I think, let's check the champions roster. Invite another champion. We can't do that. We're actually, our cap is 9, but we only have 5. Let me see if I can perhaps go and raid. This is Normandy, by the way. It was in the last episode. For people who watch, I helped them form it. In fact, maybe it was taken away now, but there was a Viking overlord who took over. I think he's gone now. Yeah, he was probably defeated. Look at Aquitaine here. Maybe we can try England. No, they're too strong. Maybe, let's see who we can actually raid from. Maybe we can go around the coast. Here, maybe. Yeah, this is probably a nice place to raid. Okay, so you can see here we're raiding. Awesome. Let me probably raid this holding here. Perhaps kill these guys. Skjaldvor is fiddling nervously with her sleeve as I open the door to my chambers. What is she doing here at this hour? My deepest apologies, but I must speak with you in private. I have discovered something very interesting. Skjaldvor has uncovered a secret of Stein's. She's willing to share it with me if I let her off the hook. You can, okay. I swear after this you will owe me no longer. Okay, so what is the secret then? You learned of Stein's non-believer secret. Okay, so he's a non-believer. Bring me bounteous plunder. I mean, he's already in prison, so who cares? A good Asatruan. I am known as a deeply pious man. Surely my devotion to Odin should be good for something in this life too, and not only for the next. There are a number of people who would do well to be reminded that I am in the Allfather's good grace. My dedication should be shouted from the towers. We need prestige. And we need the Viking trait. Who knows? Maybe this guy will live long enough. I doubt it, though. Maybe I'm jinxing it. I don't know. Okay, so we're raiding. 111. Cool. What else? Let's see here. The coast is just... I mean, this is just... such a sad affair, or a sad state of affairs for the Europeans. Okay, I think we should get out. I'm kind of getting... Yeah, we're 137. And so, let us go to Mann. Alright. And then I will disband to get back to the close to the 2000. So, I don't want to do a blot right now. I need the prestige. Have I gained the Viking? No, I haven't gained the Viking trait. What about my grandson? No. Where is he? He's just kind of hanging out in his court. Alright. So, I'm gonna move the rally point here in this county. Okay, so we just clearly lost a knight. Solace in script. The latest work of my acquaintance Count Eriker has become all the rage at court of late. The piece deals with feelings of sorrow and loss, and Eriker has publicly dedicated to me. How cruel is a mistress is random chance to cast him aside with nary a glance. Without him we are but hollow shells. Our misery festers, our hearts rebel. I don't quite know how I feel about this. Okay, it's heartfelt, sure. Let's not antagonize anybody. Let's assign my son as the Chancellor here. Alright, so again, I think we reach where we're getting close to the cap here. Oh. I mean, it was about time. 74 ages. Ruled for 33 years. Jarl Gardar of Mann has joined the feast in Valhalla at 74 years of age. He died of old age. Known to be an exceptional strategist, he spent many of his days examining fields and drilling his troops. Jarl Bui ascends to the throne. Having mastered many skills, he is sure to be admired by his subjects. I must ask her about myself. Okay, so indiscretions. As Gerda's belly grows, there can be no doubt she is with child. She said nothing, but could this be the result of our carnal relations? I must ask her about this myself. So what sort of... She's a fornicator. The two of us, a child. The secret stays hidden for now, though I do need me a child. I do need me a child, so, and I do need me an alliance. So let's maybe ally with these people who are considered superior. You expose your lover's secret. The world learns of the child's true lineage. Girder of breast unborn child will be known to have been conceived outside of wedlock. Sure. So she's definitely displeased, I think. Yeah, expose my secret. So you see here I get that penalty, but she still loves me. And so to the sensible Jarl Bui of Mann, I gladly accept your betrothal proposition. You will be betrothed to my half-sister Freydis. And so obviously I took a piety hit here because of the fornication, but you know, I'm worried if I die and then basically the child or I die and then my sisters will basically break up the realm, and there's only one of them that is disinherited, and you have 3 here. So I did this strategically, I think. I mean, I could restore his inheritance, but I'd rather just want my own lineage at this point, right? So martial, okay, and then prowess here. We're gonna go for that. We're gonna go hiking. I keep saying hiking. We're gonna go on a what's it called? we're gonna go on a raiding campaign. So wow, we are significantly, I mean, our levies have been significantly reduced. Okay, they're rising, and I gotta get myself a vassal actually, and I'm gonna, once my child, I hope it's a son, has been born, I will actually give him, if it's a son, the holdings. Otherwise I'm gonna have to share it with newly created vassals, right? So currently I don't have any vassals. I was my grandfather's only vassal. So alright, and that's, I think, why we're taking a penalty on, there we go, perfect. You see, it's awesome. I need myself a son. I will legitimize him as my own. Okay, not caring what people have to say. And so then I will give him, you know, these holdings. So he's my son. You see this? And this is basically, I mean, what if he grows up to kind of hate my guts? You know what? I might actually, let me give him this. And then perhaps create another vassal to counterbalance. Or actually, you know what? No. I'm gonna be this here. Actually, he's a legitimized bastard and he's sickly. Oh gosh. Maybe he wasn't worth it. Okay, so we give him this here. He's going to be considered obviously a powerful vassal. Might as well have my only vassal being my son. You know, and then we're at 3-3 here. My legitimized son. And, I mean, it's not like we have a massive realm where, you know, these penalties really change much. So, I'm just going to assign this guy here. And so, how are we faring in terms of, so we got ourselves an alliance. I got myself a, you know, I'm not too worried right now. I don't need to have kids. I legitimize this guy. I mean, he might die, so we'll see. He was born sickly. So it's, again, we're not off to the best start, but we can make up for that with some raiding. Rest is for the wary. Sweaty, tired, and in need of food. A long day of training with the troops is coming to an end. As we search for a place to camp, we spot an old and abandoned castle in the distance. Pursing my lips, I declare this is where we will make our camp tonight. The sun is setting, and with this every step towards the ruin, it looks more ominous. Before long, the soldiers are whispering about ghosts. Let us raise the tents outside. It is time for rest. Let us venture inside, actually. And I want to gain, perhaps I will gain the brave trait. I lost. I gained stress, and I lost dread. Not that I had any. I don't think I did anyways. Alright. So time to raid. And this is where we're gonna bring back some major prestige. Hopefully I can actually attack somebody. Okay, it's really the battles that count. I'm good on the money right now. Financially, we're not, you know, we're not doing badly. Let's see here. This is another child probably with her. Gerder's belly grows. I mean, she's not. She has a relationship with me. I might never know, but I will always wonder. Okay. Enough legitimizing bastards. One was good. And I think that's enough. And we did what we had to do. And so now we have a... Okay, I'm trying to kill these guys here. Come on. Keep running away from me. There they are. Okay. Just any battles. And okay, so that was a stack wipe. That's 86 prestige. Good. You know, so much left to go, but alright. So recruit at court. No, assign. Don't want to waste too much money right now. Yeah, so it is my child. It's my daughter. I'm not gonna legitimize her. I'm already known as a fornicator anyways, and I'm sinful, but it's not the end of the world. Again, it's not like, you know, I'm ruling over 1,000 vassals and whatever. The only vassal is Bastard himself, so he can't, you know, come and complain really, because I brought him to life through these sins. So 117 prestige, good. Okay, we're starting to pick up, starting to get there. Let's raid what we can. We captured someone. Huh. Ransom. 50 ducats. Why not? Maybe I can... no. This place is really rich. Oh, perfect. Perfect. 56 prestige. Gain some piety. And so then... let's go Bellum Justum, because, again, it gives you cheap Cassis Bellies. Okay. How were we in terms of the money? Oh, okay. Just killed someone. The challenge. I'm sparring with one of my soldiers, sweat beating on my forehead. When I experience the uncanny sensation of being watched, looking over my shoulder, I spot my Chancellor, Tolir, who waves at me. I walk over to greet him. We talk about our weapon practice for a while, training tricks and advice. Just as I'm about to leave for another round, Tolir's face lights up and he suggests we practice again, or together. Let it end here. Well fought. Yeah, I think it should stop here. I don't want to get wounded. 350. Perfect. 350 prestige, and now we're what? We're distinguished, getting close to illustrious. I mean, still far away, but while I have come to expect mischief from my son and heir, Chieftain Heminger, his creativity keeps me on my toes. When it is not a prank, it is a brawl, a disgruntled tutor, or crazed knees from adventurers gone wrong. He's rowdy. Educate this child. Let us educate. Offer Chieftain Heminger a guardian, making him someone. Okay, who will be the guardian? This guy looks pretty awesome. Go learn. And then what will be his focus? We want him to be, you know, to develop a martial education. He's already going in that direction, being himself rowdy. Okay, this is, I don't want to get any wounded event, so that was a 50% chance I get wounded. It has to do with the horse event, where your horse gets uncontrollable. He's lost the trait sickly. That is my son, my legitimate son, so this is awesome. Let's bring back the money. I'm gonna start participating in raiding myself. We can actually raise a runestone, which I will do. I'm gonna probably dedicate it to myself and be a little bit of a narcissist. I'm gonna put it in the Mann here, the runestone. Okay, so we're obviously gonna raise back the troops and then go for some more raiding. A holy order of your faith will be founded. You become the order's patron. Made Golignov's castle holding. Asatru's fervor increased by 10. So they forged the Yong Vikings. Chieftain Sturkar, an enterprising Nordic adventurer, has launched a vicious invasion against Chieftain Kristoff, sweeping the lands of Wolan out from under him in surprise. This is around here. And so what makes this unusual is that the invasion seems to have had a religious motivation. Sturkar has partnered with an Asatru zealot named Hordes to set up a warrior brotherhood they call the Yong's Vikings. The group claims that they will enforce the old ways, striking against the Abrahamics, Reformists, and rival pagans alike. reaving a bloody swath up and down the river or the waters of the Baltic. Sure, all shall know Odin's wrath. Okay, so that's great. So we can call upon these guys when we're officially at war. And so not at war with someone of hostile faith is what you need. So there are 846 levies, and then there's Yong's Vikings pirates. Wow. Look at their toughness, look at their pursuit, and their damage. Seems awesome. They got 2 champions. Speaking of champions, how are we doing here? Let me recruit this guy. So we need 2 more. Well, I mean, we can get 2 more. So I'm gonna go and search for one. Take the kind of prestige penalty, but why not? Have the most powerful army possible. And so I believe no one showed up yet, but oh, this guy just showed up to the court. Yeah, that's him. Oh no, never mind, this guy. Awesome. Yeah, usually they're around 16, if not more, when you get lucky. So, you know, always have a powerful, champions. It's necessary. So cool. Let's go back and raid. But I want to be at the helm of that raid, because I think it'll increase my chances of becoming a Viking ruler. So let's see. Please, hopefully we can become Vikings here. Okay, Aslog. I got a daughter. This is my wife. Has finally born a child, but it's okay. I just need to focus on the son. That's the most important thing. The daughter will be useful for a sort of alliance later on. I will... Oh, she's born delicate. I do want to teach her the ways of stewardship. She's born delicate, but that's neither of us has that trait. So sometimes these congenital traits can pop up out of nowhere. Organized march. Oh, let's not miss anything here. And we will actually plunder this place. So this is Aquitaine. I mean, they can easily come and destroy me. I gotta get out of here as soon as possible. A truce with the ruling king could be invaluable. No. Yes, probably could make money trading, pillaging it anyways. Perfect. 105. Yeah, let's get out of here just in case. I don't want to lose what I already gained here. Okay, so the wife was pregnant and no longer is. Miscarriage. And so we bring back 105 prestige and 105 gold. And then we're gonna go and raid some more. Maybe let's try the current English capital. I have a feeling though, yes, I'm not messing with that. No. Ooh, stack wiped. Right there. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. And so that was complete devastation. This is kind of like, you know, Ragnar's failure, right? I'm gonna go for the, this is the Leviathan here. You kind of can go hunting for a whale, but I'm not in need of money. I am in need of prestige, so let's get that prestige. But that was a complete devastation. Let's see what happened here. Oh my god, armored footmen. 6-on-6 champions here. Well, I mean, they're significantly larger, but they stack wiped. I want to learn. So maybe I will have to, you know, increase my men-at-arms regiments. It plays out as Odin wills it. So she feels like we're distant, and I think it's how it's supposed to be. I mean, I no longer need her anymore. This is the kind of situation here. So I gained 35 prestige. Okay, cool. So you saw how the English king basically stack wiped me, but we are rebuilding, so it's okay. There's no longer the slightest doubt in my mind. My lover, Lady Gerdor, has given me birth to a daughter, and we both know that I am her father. Oh my god. I think it's time to break up. Oh my god, you can even elope. Break up with lover, because I'm worried about constant bastard childs being, produced here, so you need to be careful. Refill has shown me the ins and outs, or Refill had shown me the ins and outs of all manner of varied tactics. My final test is a mock battle against them to show what I have learned. Prepare the rank. I have learned so much. Cool. I'm a flexible leader now. Okay, so just waiting a little bit for my navy, what am I saying? My army to replenish, and then I'm gonna go back on some raiding campaigns. Right, so that was completely devastating in England. An embarrassing defeat. We'll never talk about it again. So let's go. Who can I raid? Who hasn't been devastated fully? England. Well, I mean England. I don't want to. Let's try maybe. So I chose, in fact, the option of going for a truce of 5 years maybe. And how about these guys? How about these guys here in Ireland? They've been completely raided. I just want to find somebody that I can battle. That's essentially what I'm looking for. I'm not really that concerned about the money. I'm mostly concerned about prestige, right? That's my #1 concern. And so if there's anybody I can actually attack, anybody I can start a battle with, here, these guys. These guys are the guys who give me prestige, right? And they elevate my fame. So how much prestige? 79, not bad. Not bad. And I captured this dude, whom I can ransom for 50 eventually. So we'll wait till they can afford him back. Who is he anyways? He's a count. So I captured their local count. This is the Dane law here. So everyone's kind of like raiding everybody at this point. Okay. Whoa, what happened here? What happened here? Some succession thing. Let's raid the coast here. Maybe we can fight with the Irish. Okay. Great. Now he's making his way here. Or that army is making its way here. So I wonder what's gonna happen. What if I go and attack these guys? Okay, I'll put in a better commander. That will give me a much better opportunity. And engineered for destruction. Okay. Attack whom we can here. Great. That's exactly what I wanted. Perfect. Victory, 158 prestige. Amazing. So this is going to be mostly raiding. So, greetings, Yarabui of Mon. Your son and heir, Chieftain Heminger, has insulted me gravely. He has had the audacity to name me an abhorrent spawn of hell in front of my court. So I demand satisfaction for this slight, whatever it takes to make this well. No. Actually, haha, good one, Heminger. I'm proud of my son. He's learning the ways of being confrontational and not apologizing. That's what we want. Essential proposal. Wherever I go, my Havgodi Signi is sure to follow. That look in her eyes, the word on her lips, I know exactly what she's after. I tire of these games. Leave me alone, all of you. We're focusing on state matters right now. No. So this is a lost battle. And we just have a new daughter to a newborn. We lost some good men here. It's pretty obvious. Ooh. How much? He's taken 107 ducats from us. And we lost the prestige. This is good. So we can focus here on the pillage. That's going to give me +1 prowess. Naval speed +20. And prestige and fame from battles +100%. Absolutely. That's what we need. Now we took the pillage. Let me show you here. Legacies are very important. We took the sea wolves. So pillage is the way to go. And practice kidnappers is going to be awesome because when you actually ransom later on, you get prestige out of that. Now I'm going to go back home after that defeat. And we're going to go rejuvenate. And come back in full force. It's never over for us. We will be back. And stronger than ever. Okay, so she's helping us here with chivalry. Alright. I'm not too worried here. Okay, they broke apart. That's good. I'm gonna take care of Ireland. I think it's gonna be kind of my farm here for prestige. Okay. Recruit to court. Alright, I didn't even need to force him. So we're 5 out of 8. 130% efficiency. Not bad. I'll speed it up just a little bit. Are the men at arms? Okay, good. Call to war. Now is not the time, but alright. So what's going on here? Who are we fighting and why? Oh my god. It's quite the war. Quite the long war. So he's going for all of that. Invasion of Kingdom of East France. Okay, cool. Okay, I mean, let's do it. Maybe we can get ourselves some solid prestige there. Alright, living off the land. I kind of want to be raiding right now, not doing these things, but okay. How old are we? 36. Still relatively young. Let's help here on the siege. Aggressive attack. That's what I got. Awesome. That's gonna be amazing when we go raiding too. 3% here. Who do we capture? A countess. Ransom her for 50 ducats. Why not? Read the newer tome. Okay, so I'm learning battle tactics right now. Or I can go attempt to translate the old scroll. Let's try that. Study the battle. Alright. 11%. I'm gonna put this guy here. This is a pretty solid commander too. Maybe I should attack these guys. I'm in it for the prestige. I'm in it for myself. Okay, so my fame grew. I'm exalted among men. I'm here for a while too. He's young. Let's hope he doesn't die young either. But I think we can create the kingdom. I think we can create it. Hopefully in this episode. We'll see. The boast of Holmatul. My Jarl huffs Yorendur as he marches up to me, hauling my daughter Aslag by her ear. The straddled child has been lying in wait around corners, wearing a wolfskin for a costume, only to jump out screaming and scaring the living daylights out of people. You harass my daughter, you'll be exiled. I'm not gonna piss this guy off. I mean, I really profoundly do not care. Yeah, I genuinely don't care. You deal with that, sir. I'm basically dealing with wars here and actual, military strategy. I don't care about this kind of court intrigue. Okay, so it looks like our alliance is actually doing well. We're kind of capturing the territory here, though. We'll need to kind of eventually confront the Lotharingia here. Oh my god, look at that. They're losing another war too. So there's 2 wars over East Francia. So hopefully we get there before them. The other side are Catholics. And so... Alright. Parthian tactics, so we can get envelopment, and then sappers, and then strategists. Man, this is gonna be a long one though. You know what? I'm gonna go in for myself. I'm basically in here for very selfish or obviously selfish reasons. Oh. Should I go in? Let's see. No. Let's see. Yes. Perfect. Also, it weakens the other side. I think these guys are potential enemies because they're fighting for the same kingdom. So, wow. 277 piety. Okay. Yeah, I'm just basically attacking for my own sake, right? These are, again, potential enemies. They're a hostile enemy, but they're not entirely red because they're in a war with the same enemy as us for the same kingdom or for the same land. So that's why we're in potential war together. So we're fighting over the same territory. But our wars are not directly against each other. Okay, now... That's 257. Look at the prestige we made just in 2 battles. And so these guys are still kind of moving. Okay, I don't want to risk getting wounded, so I'll go for that option. Maybe again. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to mess with these guys, for example. Nor will I mess with these guys. Though those are the Yong's Vikings. And they're fighting a war for what? I don't know what's going on anymore. But again, look at these guys here. They seem to be doing well. My daughter grew up so fast. Or no, that's my son. Never mind. What happened to him? Hold on. No, he's shy. That's terrible. That's terrible. I hate that trait. But he's gluttonous too. Meaning he's probably going to die of obesity. Jarl of Schleswig. sure. We'll need alliances, and they're probably gonna call us eventually. How about these guys? They're kind of hanging around here by themselves. Yeah, see, they call us. We'll say sure. Again, I'm in it for myself here. Anywhere where I can actually find a battle and just desecrate an army, I will go for it. Alright. 170 prestige. Let me see what's going on here. I got people I can ransom. I will begin to ransom them. That's more money. And then construct a building. Maybe the thing is, I'm gonna construct a building not in Mann because I will. They're obviously gonna be destroyed. All these buildings are gonna actually be destroyed when we turn feudal. But let's actually pump some upgrades here. Why not? You know, why not? Bring up the levy size. You know, bring up the prestige per month, and I'll make up for the prestige I just lost right now easily. This is a stack wipe. Perfect. Wow. 132. What's going on here? It's you don't even know anything. It's all fragmented. Civil war probably. Okay. %. All right. Again, I'm going for exalted among men. How old am I? 40. 40 is not bad. And as you can see here, they are coming for me. Oh, they've decided not to anymore. Okay, it looks like we're gonna be devastated here. Yes. So my allies kind of have forsaken me, but it's okay. All right. Did we lose? You don't really lose prestige. I'm gonna go back and bring these guys back and then kind of disband for the time being. Let's go through the river. Or we can attack these guys. They're all alone. It's a mop-up operation here. Alright. $96. Thing is, I want to raid. I don't want to be at wars all the time. So hopefully these wars can end sometime soon, because I am tired of this kind of constant waiting here. Maybe I shouldn't have too many alliances. You can't raid unless if you're at peace, right? So I'm gonna speed it up and see what's going on with these guys. None of them can accuse me of not contributing to the war score. I mean, I've been fairly present. They're starting to overturn it here. A curse. Yorinder is silent as it paces around the horse skin totem facing his quarters, inspecting it from every angle. He's right. It's definitely a knitting pole. A powerful curse that threatens his very life. The runes carved into its haft are indecipherable. The actual text of the curse is bold and striking, confident in its righteousness, ending on a note of terrifying inevitability. We have no witness and no evidence save the curse pole itself. Yorinder, can't you see it's all in your mind? So he's freaking out. He suffers a mental break. Oh my god, he died. He got cursed by that. Alright. Oh my god, we don't have many champions. So we're gonna go look for one. So here we lose the prestige again. So we'll need a new steward. So we just recruited this guy. These wars are ending soon, hopefully, because I don't want to be a part of this anymore. I want to be able to raid. Look at that though. They got this powerful kingdom. I'm allied with them. So they'll probably come to my help if need be. Okay, 81% in this war. And as they go and chase, I will do something different. I will, or, you know, I'm gonna increase the, let's see. I'm gonna increase the Varangans here. These guys are, yeah, you know, they can be devastating forces, so they can help us out in the next wars. Okay, so this war is gonna end, and I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna go on a raiding campaign. All right, your culture has discovered onagers. Great. So we'll be able to construct them later when we have an additional regiment slot, which right now we're at 4 so we can't do more than that. Great, we got a daughter, so the son is the only heir. And then we go back to raiding as we were doing earlier. And so who can we raid? I did say I like the idea of raiding these guys, but I mean, look at this. Look at this. I mean, we can raid around here. Ireland is always devastated. It's never given a break. Okay, so we captured the High Chiefess's daughter. And we can actually give her away for a ransom of 25, sure. Stocking the stores. With a mighty burp, I push the rest of my plate away from me and sprawl back in my chair. Lately, my kitchens have begun to swell with golden grain and freshly hunted game, giving all my courtiers the healthy sheen of the overfed. I grimace. Though this bounty is great, it cannot last forever. I must decide what to do with all of this excess food. My guests and I shall dine richly. Sure, get the prestige. Ransom? Alright. You'll get your ransom. Where are these guys coming from? That's a neutral army. I mean, look at these settlements. There's really nothing to raid in them. I think, let's go to Spain maybe. Yeah. How many are these? Okay, I'm down to go to Spain. Spain is actually very lucrative there. I spent 75 prestige. Okay, all right, sappers. Let's go down here. I'm keeping an eye out on my level of fame because it needs to be high. So my daughter is no longer a child. Great. Okay. 19 here. All right. You see, Spain is, or Andalusia rather, is great for looting. I'm gonna go into their capital. I'm not gonna shy away from that. Okay, now hopefully something. So hopefully a victory. Yes. Amazing. This is great. Ooh. That was great. That was 491 prestige. Brings us very close to the intended goal here. So let's raid this county here. And so it raids really fast because of the perks that we got, right? So remember that legacy that we got. Okay. Problem with commander. Change the commander. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave after this, but this has been actually very useful. Okay, I can found a new kingdom apparently, but I'm not gonna do that. Okay, it's time for me to get out of here. Take what I got. 382 prestige. See why going to Spain is really good? Wow, I'm above the limit. Can carry at most 82, but why am I above the limit? It's probably a bug or something, or am I gonna start losing it over time? Let me see. Anyways, I'm gonna take this back to the to our realms here. So I still haven't gotten the Viking trait, and it's kind of bothering me because my guy's 45. What happened to my son? He's a lunatic. Oh my god. Ransom, of course. Who has him? Oh, these guys here. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna pay this ransom. It's my son at the end of the day. A good deal. Alright, I got the son back. And we got some, we got some money and prestige out of that. So let's wait for the troops again to revitalize. And so we got ourselves some prisoners as well from Andalusia. And we're going to go back and do the same thing that we did earlier. Maybe we're going to raid France, actually. What's England doing? Oh, England is actually ripe as well for raiding. Okay, so 1500 again. Want to reach 2200. Just can't wait till I get the Viking trait. You really have to go on a raiding spree there. Strategist. Part of me wants to focus right now on learning. And then so I can get good health, because I do want to live for a bit longer, just in case. Stay with chivalry here, please. Okay, perfect. Raise all raiders. Let's go back. And actually, I'll put myself on kind of in the command here. Don't have to go as far as Spain. And we'll pillage. We'll pillage everything we can. Alright, perfect. This is a pretty lucrative area too. Although these guys are kind of beating us to it. I wish we can kind of fight them off too. Alright. France is not bad either. West Francia is not bad either. And they basically have nobody, so we can just kind of devastate them. Okay, keep raiding. Bring me bounteous plunder. And again, nothing happened here, but what about this place? It's gonna happen eventually, I'm sure. It's got to. So we're not gonna leave anything kind of intact here. Okay. Here you go. What about this place here? Still nothing. Nothing. I'm gonna get back to the river here and then probably make my way home. Yeah, we're gonna go through the river. Yeah, we're gonna go back and bring that money back. So nothing, unfortunately. Though we brought back 174 gold, so this is, again, it's been a long process. But we're gonna go back and raid some more. Maybe let's take on maybe places here in Ireland, since we're right here. It's only bound to happen eventually. There we go. The terror from Holmatul. For years I have swept out on devastating raids, bringing the full fury of Odin to a trembling world. See, that's what you gotta do. You gotta go on a spree there. For surely if he disapproved, he would have struck me down by now. Instead, my household sleeps surrounded by the stolen fineries of foreign rulers, and exotic slaves warm my bed. Truly, noble and peasant alike quail at my approach, and parents silence crying children with the threat that I'll visit. Ha! Let them weep at my name. You get the Viking trait. Perfect. As I'm actually Vikinging. Okay, so we're gonna get these. We're gonna get the anatomical studies, anatomical or I can't pronounce that word, and then we're gonna go down to healthy. But I don't really care that much now because I got, I think, very close to what I need, which is exalted among men. I hope my guy just doesn't die, so I'm gonna take him away and put in somebody more powerful here. So my ruler should now avoid fighting. He should go back to the court. And so yes, so what I'm gonna do is essentially hold a feast. Anything for that matter. Welcome, friends. Anything that can get me the prestige. Now imagine I die just before I get exalted among men. That would be terrible. Okay. She recognizes intellect. So again, we're still not there yet. We're just a little bit close until next time. And there we go. There we go. Your glory is widely known. So exalted among men. I forget that there's actually living legend which is higher than that. I think I mistakenly said that you need the highest level of fame, or maybe I said that previously in the other video. If I did, that was not what I meant to say. There is the living legend, but you need to be exalted among men, so second highest. And so it's definitely not found in New Kingdom that we want. We want this one, the living legend. Oh, never mind. So yes, you need to be the highest. So again, I got ahead of myself here. You need to be level. Okay, so the achievement I got was for found a new kingdom. My bad. Alright, so I got Viking though. Again, I can pull this off eventually, but we need to be very swift. So what I'm going to be doing is basically just raiding for the time being. We return home reinvigorated. So I can probably pull it off. But yeah, I can, if I can fight this guy, for example, here, and defeat him, significant victory here. And maybe. So I gotta get a bit ahead of myself here, but there we go. Now, how much was that? 328 prestige. Okay. We're gonna fight him here. Keep fighting, just keep cheesing it here. What is that we need here? Alright, so nice. 244. Again, not far away. Alright. This was a good battle here. I'm glad this guy came out to fight us. 143 prestige. Cool. What can we do? Is there anything we can do? We can hold. No, we're not gonna found that. You get an army of 150 men. We'll stand down on succession. All right. How much are these guys? Do they have anything too? Permanent personal deity. This guy will give me... Let's see. Or... Thought Odin was for armies, so... But it's actually not the case. Let's go for Ulro then. Okay, great. Return home. Look at the prestige we made. Still. There's a lot. There's still a lot more to do here. Okay, I forbid it. And I'm being blackmailed. Great. Recruit. That's good. Recruit. Okay, look at that. You know, I mean, 6 out of 11. That's awesome. We're gonna go fight big countries now, or big nations. So, think Aquitaine, for example. I'm gonna go on a kind of really ambitious raiding spree right now, so that we can get the living legend, because I'm a little bit concerned. And then I'm gonna call an end to this episode. All right. Elfir, I require your assistance. Great. So we got restraint. I'm gonna get wash my hands, so that I don't actually get, you know, I get a kind of boost to the immunity system where I don't get as sick. Okay. And then off we go raiding. There we go. Now we're taking our raiders. And we will go raiding. We will go to Francia maybe. Or rather Aquitaine. Let's go to Aquitaine. Go straight for their capital. Okay. Oh no. Perfect. Look at that. Devastated right there. And we captured a noblewoman. They ask for money, and we'll give it to her. Or they ask her for, you know, they ask us to give her back for a sum, so, or a fee. So let's go 39 right there. Perfect. All right. At this point, we're really powerful. Plunder, plunder, plunder. These guys must be really annoyed. I mean, they're completely getting, you know, they're devastated. Look, we're just kind of walking through here. Let's see. Destroying them. Now, it's obviously local lords are also infighting, so we'll get involved. Look at that. Look at that. Plunder. Okay. I mean, for me, it's not just the plunder right now. It's a question of prestige, right? That's a stack wipe right there. And we're just doing it for the sake of, you know, pleasing. Alright. Disease resistance and fertility, iron constitution. I'm scared. I'm genuinely scared, but we made it. Perfect. Oh no, we didn't, but we actually it looks like we'll defeat them. Wow. But that ended. That ended at the very last second. We were winning. Okay, reassign and bring in a chancellor here. Okay, we don't have many, and we don't have a major roster of people. Ransom? Sure. How old is my guy? Ah, he was raiding. Again, I should avoid taking him to raids. Or taking him on raids. So, reasonable point. Still a little bit far away, but we're still a little bit far away. I'm gonna invite a champion here. Can join us. Let's just see. So we recruited him. My son, is he a Viking? No, he's not, but he's a berserker. Okay, so again, we're gonna go back for some more raiding in a bit, so we can get the living legend. Got a son. We're gonna have to. How's this guy doing? He's distinguished. He's all sorts of things. He's just looks like a crazy fighter. Oh my god, he's excellent in terms of prowess. Sorry, son, but we're gonna have to disinherit you, Uni. Okay. Get my cloak, I'll hunt her down myself. I gained 150 prestige. Okay, well, how old am I? 55, not looking good. Wait, how come it's not the same amount here? Alright, raise all raiders. And it's because we didn't raise these guys. There we go. And so now we got a bunch of raiders, and who should we pick on next? Maybe West Francia. They seem vulnerable, but also want... Oh, they've already been raided, which makes sense. Maybe the Umayyads. No. Maybe these guys. The Sultanate of Badajoz. We can go through the river and avoid attrition. Great, let's plunder here. Who's at the helm? Kinda want to put my son there. He's commanding another army. Where is he? Okay. So clearly he's in some sort of conflict there. So it's actually rests on myself now. Thing is, it says that I'm about to lose here. What about this guy? You can bring this guy in. No. Ah. What makes these guys so special though? We'll find out in the battle report. Okay, so I won. What? Why? I don't get it. So why was it saying that I was gonna lose? And I made a lot of prestige, by the way. I'm just gonna keep chasing these guys around. Just devastate them here. Oh, so they disbanded. So we can basically just... Okay, there we go. Okay. I'm gonna, just in case, I'm gonna put another commander in place. Just think, actually, no, you know what? It's not how it works. Perfect. Oh my god, yes. That's exactly what I want. 672 prestige. Getting close, getting close. Restraint. Okay, we need to get healthy. We don't want to die young. We want to live as long as the dad did. Okay. Look how much plunder there is to be taken here. Okay. Go back home. And then we get asked for this ransom. We're gonna disband. Look at that. Getting close. What if I did a blot? I mean, we're gonna sacrifice here. Every lord and commoner in the Jarldom is invited. Okay? Tradition matters, the gods shall taste human blood. We're gonna sacrifice humans as well. Your culture has discovered crop rotation. Which, let me see what that means for buildings. Not that it really matters, because again, I think these tribal holdings will vanish eventually when we become what do you call it? Feudal. Move. I am trained in medicine. Okay, so my son's injured or wounded in a hunt. We return home reinvigorated. So that's good. This seems an excellent opportunity to impress the nobility. The first sacrifice thrashes ferociously as the Godar throttle his life away. The light in his eyes lasting till the first animal is slaughtered. Human corpses to the hanging tree, animals to the cooking fires. All gore is collected in a bowl, and Godar uses it to paint the walls of the temple inside and out. Okay. Time to rub shoulders with the common muck. Okay, no, not really. Hold a feast. Until next time. Getting close. Again, I don't want to create a new kingdom. I want to create the kingdom of Mann. Okay. Okay, so it's my son at the helm. Maybe let's go harass these guys for a bit. Whoops, did I accidentally raise the army? Yes, that's what I did. Getting a little bit tired. So let's go back and maybe let's see. What about the Idrisids? Anyone really that we can, gain some prestige off of fighting and some fame. Okay. So now we're in Morocco. And so look at this, the Crusader kings. They're Western Christianity are under siege by infidels. I don't know where they're going to go, but they're talking about attacking heathens. Could it be Muslims, perhaps? It could be a crusade for Jerusalem, which it often is. Or it can be a war for, something that the Asatruans took, right? Because we are spreading in Europe. Let's go for their capital. Why not? Oh, we could capture someone of importance. And we did. The princess here. And ransom her for 50 ducats. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. So that's 323 piety. And so we've made it into Morocco. Imagine that. So we're kind of not leaving any place untouched, right? This guy's coming far from home and he's wants me to embrace him. I ask him to convert for me and he does. Okay. 177 prestige. Still ways to go. Still ways to go. I wish I can attack these guys. But they're in a peasant war here. Staring at stars. From all evenings watching stars, I have seen with my own eyes what I have only heard of before. I will find my answers in the heavens. Good. Anything that can give me kind of additional perk points would be great and much appreciated. We're just kind of pillaging our way here. We can just find somebody to fight, right? That's all I want. Courage here. Okay, this is gonna be a good one. And it looks like it's in our favor. 354 prestige. There we go. Much better. Much better. And we're getting where we want to get here. We got enough money. Let's go back and bring that money along with the loot. And so, should I become a journaler or athletic? Let's gain athletic trait. So we're a lot of things. Look at that. Including fornicator, but that proved to be not so bad. Because no one really contests it. Remember that my only vassal being my son, who is the bastard, or he's the child of fornication, so it wouldn't make sense for him to really be opposed, would it? Okay, so we're gonna go back and do some more raiding, and then we're gonna elevate the kingdom of Mann. I must stay awake. The hardest part of ruling. Growing older every second, he is getting bored, and he gained 150. Please just don't die on me, that's all I want. Do not die on me, sir. Oh, no. You gain infirm. Darn. Okay. Know thyself. Don't tell me. So I'll get a sense of when I'm about to die at least. Make some preparations. I'm getting really scared. Really scared right now. So he's infirm and severe penalty to the health. Okay. Raise armies. Or raiders. Translating book. Okay. Again, I'm kind of freaking out right now. Because I do not want him. Now's not the time to die, sir. We came all this way. So I think I accidentally thought I raised raiders. Okay. Okay, alright, so he knows himself. Okay, so there's something about... Now I get it. There's something about the people I'm raising. They're not letting me... When I raise them, they automatically turn it into an army. So I'm just going to raise raiders here. Okay. And then go on raiding here. Just anybody I can get my hands on. I'm very much freaked out right now. You can't imagine the feeling. I don't want to feel cheated by death. Right? So let's see how close are we? Ooh. My daughter has typhus. Be cautious, do no more than what is necessary. And I'm gonna translate here. Okay, maybe go after these guys here. Just anything. Anything for that matter. There we go. So I've translated a book, a mere living legend. And I want that mental resilience and I want to get that health boost. My daughter was treated as typhus, that's great. We destroyed these guys. And that's great too. And then we're about to stack wipe them, I think. 265 prestige. I think this battle should do. Just not die. Your glory is widely known. There we go. Whew. Let's press the button. Became infirm. Age of 63. Let's elevate the kingdom. Alas. And so wait till you see the major transformations here. So the Isle of Man is uniquely placed to act as a haven for Norse raiders, with easy access to not just the British Isles but all of Western Europe. All it needs is somehow to show all good Vikings the way to realize its potential and pave the island with gold and iron. Dynasty Svavarsson gains legacy of piracy for 100 years. That means, again, can raid regardless of government types, can raid overseas, and sail in major rivers. Embarkation costs minus 50%, raid speed plus 50%. Perfect. And then you get 2500 renown, which you'll pump into legacy. Kingdom of Man and the Isles becomes the jury liege of the Earldom of Mann. You get the Kingdom of Man and the Isles, so you become a kingdom. You get an army of 7500 men in the Mann. Changes your government to feudal. All tribal holdings in the realm will become castle holdings. My tribal vassals will change to feudalism. Holding of the Mann gains 3 building slots, which already have 5. Earldom of the Mann. The development level in Earldom of the Mann will change by plus 20. The culture changes to Norse. Gains the Stolen City, which is the best part of it. Building construction time minus 200%. Building construction cost minus 50%. Kingdom of Mann and the Isles becomes the jury liege of the Nord Rehar, or however you pronounce it. And again, we meet all the requirements. I made a mistake earlier by saying that you need Exalted Among Men, and I forgot that that's not the highest one. The Living Legend is the highest one, and you get plus 4 for the knights when you have the Living Legend. So we don't have enough knights anyways, but Secular Planian plus 20 to Infamy and Immortality. So now we are officially king. I'm going to show you that transformation here. Look at that. Okay. For years, I have plied the waterways of the world, reaving, raiding, and raising. I've stolen more gold than most kings will ever see, and my name is cursed from the Irish Sea to Cathay. I am without question the most infamous man alive, scourge of seas, and I have poured my loot and reputation into the heavy settling and fortification of the Isle of Man. People across the world decry me of the most evil pirate that they've ever heard of, but they have heard of me. I am Lord of Blood and Gold. You gain the nickname The Great and Terrible, or you lose 13 stress. Why would I do that? I'll gain that cool nickname. You are now known as The Great and Terrible. So before I show you the major transformations, let me bring this guy back home. Let me show you this. Pillage here. Always space in the hold. Army loot capacity plus 50. Defender advantage plus 5. Max 5 of heavy infantry regiments plus 2. Max size, sorry. So, and then you also get practice kidnappers, gold from ransoms, plus 50%. Gain prestige when ransoming prisoners, more likely to imprison prisoners after a successful siege or raid. This is amazing. And I'm not far away from, or I'm halfway from making a killing. Enemy fatal casualties plus 10%. Gain gold from battles. Wow. 5 gold per 100 fatal casualties. And then no quarter, which is daily siege progress plus 25%. Enemy counties lose substantial extra control when occupied. This is just something else. And so let me show you this now. Look at this. 8. Look at the development. 23. And there's nothing. So let's begin with our first, holding. Let's see. Walls and towers would be nice. Something for... barracks would be awesome too. Let's do the barracks because they give you heavy infantry damage plus 4. And then maybe I will do trade port later on. But we're doing well financially. And so, again, when will this be done? Let us see. 3 months left for barracks. Isn't that crazy? Right? So let's build a hill farm here, maybe. It's just dirt cheap. Or guilds. And the Mann, right? 3 months for 50 ducats. Isn't that just crazy? And then you get pirate hordes. That's the most essential thing. Will be inherited on succession. That's good. We'll stand down on succession. We'll stand down on succession. But these guys will be inherited. Pirate hordes. You're basically a pirate army. That's basically what it is. You get the Yong's Viking pirates. Look at that. Look at their pursuit. Look at their screen. Look at the toughness and look at the damage. Another regiment of the same thing. And then you get Varangian veterans, which we have, and Bondis. What is this? This is something beyond comprehension at this point. This is the most powerful kingdom I can think of in the game. So England is now unified apparently. They're apparently stable, but they're under Asatruan rule. So we return home, and we will disband. And this is basically the most powerful kingdom with only, I only have 8 realm size, and that's because I have this. But if you want to play tall, finally, here's an opportunity to do so and focus on a smaller sort of kingdom as opposed to blobbing. I was kind of getting a little bit annoyed with the blobbing in the game. I mentioned this before. This kind of allows you to put the focus elsewhere, right? And to focus on, kind of internal buildings, maxing out your... Look at this. It's already there. Already built in 3 months. So let's construct a trade port. This is 2 months. Look at this. I'm playing on a higher speed. But you see here, this is not a joke. And you can literally get anything, ultimately. And so, again, I'm going to build this. Look at that. You can max out anything. Wow. Basically, I'm just putting in what I need to. Archer's damage, skirmisher damage. Look at that. See, I was not kidding when I told you that this is the best perk in the game. This is the best, kingdom in the game. Let's just max it out. We're just developing, and it's cheap. So let's get healthy. Maybe we can live for longer a little bit. And then get whole of body. I'm just gonna max out the holding. Pastoral land. Get every possible building. And look how much money I still have. And hunting grounds. I've never done this before. This is the most efficient thing I've ever seen. And then you can upgrade. As you can see here. Insane. This is insane. I wouldn't be surprised if it's actually nerfed eventually. Someone tried to kill my champion. Alright, well, I mean, let's see what this has. Look at that. Now I'm increasing my levies, the damage here. I'm going to be unstoppable. And this is without forgetting. I mean, I did become a feudal, which means that usually when you're feudal, you lose. There we go. We'll get whole of body. When you're feudal, you lose the amount of levies that you normally enjoy as tribal. But you get this pirate army that you inherit upon succession. And so now I'm just going to finish off by showing you how I'm basically pumping up this holding here. This new feudal holding. Pastoral lands as well. Raise voices at the team meet. The people of Northern are in the raid. Okay, so who do I support? I'll let them tire themselves out. And so look at this. I just want to show you how I just basically upgraded a whole holding in a matter of no time. And so eventually we need innovations for this. But yeah, as you can see here, that's basically all you need to see here. So pirate hordes 7,500, and you got Yong's Viking pirates. It's not just basic levies. How is this even possible? I think, how can anybody at this point defeat this army? And you see now I can actually ransom for both gold and prestige. And so this is the beginning of something larger, which is a full domination of all the islands in the game. And this is for the following achievement, which is supposed to be very hard, but with the sort of decision that we just took, I don't see how anyone can stand in the way. So we're just gonna island hop. So capture this. We already have this. We're gonna need this, and then the Canaries, and then everything in the Mediterranean as well. So I want to thank everybody who's watched this episode for keeping up with it, and I hope you enjoyed this content. I hope you learned a lot from this. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll be back with more content in the next episode as we move on to actually get the achievement. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.